Namaste, I'm Brad Terrell. Welcome to this level 2 Hatha Flow yoga class with arm balancing, inversion, floating, and press practice. When we're ready, we can get started at the front of our mat with the hands together at heart center. So just taking a few deep breaths in through the nose, into the belly. Perhaps performing that Ujjayi breath. We'll try and maintain this breath throughout our practice. Perhaps setting a quick intention for a practice. Trying not to get discouraged if we have a hard time with some of the movements or some of the postures. Let's say our goal for the practice, even if it is challenging, is to not discourage ourselves. At least trying, and really just connecting, enjoying the journey. When you're ready here, you can inhale as you reach both arms up, gazing up toward the fingertips. We'll exhale through heart center, placing the palms to the floor, relaxing the crown of the head. Gonna sway hips side to side, bend at the knees slightly if you need to. If you can, try and straighten those legs, get a nice stretch in through the hamstrings. When you're ready here, just to walk your right foot back into a lunging position. You're going to reach that left arm up toward the ceiling, gazing up toward the fingertips, pressing through that back heel. Just taking a few moments here. Beautiful. Paying attention to our right shoulder, the right wrist. Beautiful. Slowly releasing that left palm back down. We'll walk the right foot back forward, pulling up halfway, nice flat back. We'll exhale back into a fold. Perhaps this time reaching for the ankles, or the back of the shins, the calves. Feeling the length of our spine. You're ready, pulling up once again, halfway. Nice flat back. We'll walk that left foot back this time. Again, press through that left heel. Make sure you feel a nice stretch here through that left quad. We'll reach right arm up, gazing up to the fingertips. Just making sure we're not popping that right knee off to the side. As much as you reach up here, press back down through that left arm, left shoulder. And releasing right arm. This time walking left foot back forward. And again, pull up halfway, flat back. And once again, relaxing into your fold. This time we can kind of work on the wrist just a little bit. And interlace the fingers. You draw kind of that figure 8 shape with the hands, just warming up the wrists here. Beautiful. This time, once again, we'll walk that right foot back. Find that lunging position. Now you can go back into that same position, palm down with the left arm up, or if you can, see if you can drop that right elbow down. keeping that back leg up if you can. If you need to, you can also modify just by dropping that back knee, gazing up. If you can, try and keep it off. And then slowly coming back to center. See if you can find that halfway position. We'll go right into the other side. Left leg back, touch the elbow, finding our balance here. Gazing up. And then slowly coming back. And we'll switch once again to the other side. Nice and slow, taking our time here. If you need to, again, just drop the hand down or drop the back knee down. Let's go one more to each side. Back up. Beautiful. And switch. Beautiful. And back once again. We'll come into our fold. Start playing with the wrists once again. Beautiful. And bringing the palms down. I want you to bend at the knees. Start lifting the heels. Keeping the chest as far away from the mat. I want you to lean forward, keeping the chest away, and see if you can either jump back into your high plank, or perhaps we can kind of float back into our high plank. We'll exhale, perhaps keeping the feet together in this one. Glutes engaged, dropping Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Attempt to keep the quads off the mat. Roll the shoulders back and down. We'll exhale to downward facing dog. Modify here by bending at the knees. If the heels aren't touching, that's fine. Just bend the knees to adjust, but really focus on that long spine as the chest comes closer to the knees, the inner thighs. Finding our ujjayi. Beautiful. Now nice and slow, I want you to lift the heels, come up nice and high on the balls of the feet. Lift your glutes and your hips up toward the ceiling, and then one vertebrae at a time, you're going to roll out forward into your high plank. Perhaps you need to reposition the feet. And then we're going to go the opposite direction this time. I want you to tuck your chest in, protract through the shoulders. So protract, keep the chest nice and high away from the mat, and then we're going to roll all the way back into our downward facing and reverse. Lift those heels, roll out forward, and then tuck back into downward facing. We'll see if we can do that one more time. Lift the heels, roll forward, high plank, tuck, and back. Beautiful. Beautiful. Now let's just warm up the shoulders a little bit more and the wrists. From here, what I'd like for you to do is drop your left forearm to the floor, and then you're slowly going to move into a Chaturanga position, body parallel to the floor. Just the left forearm to the floor as you move yourself forward into Chaturanga. Push yourself up, and then draw yourself back. Downward facing, same thing over to the other side. Right forearm down, move forward and up. Beautiful. And continue to the other side. Try to exhale on the way up. And continue. Let's go one more to each side. Beautiful. And now from here, I want you to reach right leg up toward the ceiling. Point the toe, keep the glutes engaged. I'm going to exhale, drawing right knee into the chest. Lift the mid back. Keep that knee in the shin nice and high. Just see if you can bring your right foot to meet your left wrist without the foot touching the floor. Keep that leg nice and high. Let's go one more breath. All the way back up. Nice and slow. Beautiful. Now from here, I want you to kind of roll forward just like we did earlier. Rolling forward, lift that left heel up, move into that high plank, and then we're going to drop into Chaturanga with one leg off the floor. You can bring it back down if you need to, but see if you can go through this flow just with one leg, and then you can drop the foot as you roll back. Downward facing, deep breaths. Find a little bit of movement in your downward facing dog here. This time, left leg up nice and high. Point the toe. Beautiful. Exhale, left knee into the chest. Lift the mid back. Round the spine. See if you can draw that left foot to meet your right wrist this time. Keep your gaze down, chest as far away from the mat as possible. All the way back up. Point the toe. Beautiful. And rolling forward to that high plank with the one leg. High plank. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale. And drop. Roll back, downward facing. Again, find a little bit of movement in your downward facing. It's not about holding the posture, it's about being inside of it, being the posture. When you're ready, you should bend at the knees. We're going to float forward, and we'll start with a little modified float here. All I want you to do is float onto your knees, and you're going to cross the feet. As you relax down, you're going to pull yourself back into a staff position. From here, let's pull the left leg in first. You can draw the sole of the foot to the inside of your right leg. And we're going to find a nice lateral stretch here as we reach that right arm. Got some bugs around me. Reach that right arm. Down that right leg. If you can hook the big toe, beautiful. You can press that left knee away from your chest. Just relaxing that right ear down to your right shoulder. If you can, perhaps we're reaching left arm up. Beautiful. Slowly releasing. We're going to bring that left leg back. We'll move to the other side. Same thing. Draw that right knee in, sole of the foot under. Try and bring the heel nice and close to your inner thigh. And then same thing. We're going to drop that left elbow down. See if you can hook big toe as you press your right knee away from your shoulder. Gazing up toward the ceiling. If you can, same thing. We're going to reach right arm up. Deep breaths here. And carefully releasing. We'll bring that right knee in. Extend the right leg. Now we're going to work on a modified eight angle posture. So our eight angle, naturally want to try and get that elbow, or sorry, the tricep across the knee and place the palms down, and seeing if we can perhaps lift ourselves up into this position. So see if you can do that maybe just a few times. We'll see if we can aim for 3, just lifting ourselves up like this. You can also use blocks here if you need to just get that little bit more of that height underneath the glutes. So see if you can lift, point toes, and drop. If you need to reposition yourself, go ahead, lift, and drop, lift, and drop. Beautiful. So you can do the other side. Bring that right leg in, tuck the tricep underneath the hamstring, point the toes forward, lift, and drop, lift, and drop, lift, and drop. Beautiful. Bring that right leg back. Good. We'll see if we can go to the left side again, and we'll see if we can actually get into the eight angle, as it's going to help us kind of float back from a staff position. So see if you can pull that left knee back. Also think of bringing your foot. This is the best way to think about it. Bring your foot as if it was a telephone right up to your ear. That's how far back you want to get it, so that you can tuck the tricep underneath the crease of the knee, our hamstring. We're going to point the toes, lift, and then I want you to cross the feet as you lower your chest to the floor. Beautiful. I'm not going to hold it for that long. Just see if you can come into it. Bring yourself back, point, and then slowly release. Left leg down. Good. Let's see if we can do the other side. Bring that right leg back. Tuck. Again, bring the foot like a telephone right to the ear, and then place your hand a little bit further back. Toes pointed forward, lift, cross the feet as you lower your chest. Beautiful. Let's see if you can try and extend the legs a little bit. And slowly back, point, release, drop that right leg forward. Good. Okay, so if we got anywhere close to that, then we should be able to perform this next movement. And this next movement is going to be really helpful for when we come back into this exact position. So from here, I want you to draw left knee in. Instead of trying to get the elbow underneath the hamstring, this time, bring that left tricep, left elbow to the front of the shin. Place the palms down, and similar to us trying to get that sole of the foot in, bring your foot nice and close to the inner thigh. And then what you're going to do is you're going to bend your right leg, and you're going to try and sneak that right foot through as we start to lift ourselves off the floor. And I want you to kick both legs back into a high plank position, and we're going to do a quick vinyasa. So from here, I want you to lift, do the best you can to lift yourself up. Right, same thing. You're going to sneak that right foot back, and then I'm still kind of hugging that left knee to the tricep. Kick, and then from here I can vinyasa, position yourself. Hey guys, thanks for checking out my YouTube channel. I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you enjoyed it that much, please hit subscribe. It means a lot. And if you're someone who's looking to take their practice to that next level, whether you're a beginner looking to simply improve their practice, or even an advanced practitioner looking to fine-tune their practice, head over to B Movement Academy, my own online school of yoga and movement, where you can find all of my premium content and exclusive programs that will meet you every step of the way to meet any of those movement or mindfulness goals. Most light and love. Namaste.